Honestly, where else are you going to get a 5-day cruise in the Caribbean for $199 a head? The Doug Stanhope Booze Cruise. Just make sure you're on the mailing list at DougStanhope.com. That's coming up this summer. And what else do we have? I don't know who sent me or handed me at the merch booth. It's been sitting in the Tahoe forever. It's a 5 CD set called Drunk, and it's 100 smashed hits. And it's all songs about drinking and being drunk, but not Mishka Shabali songs. These are like, old.
Yeah. They're upbeat. They're kind of like, I'm drinking.
But it's almost like, Canned Heat Blues. It's that old, oh brother, where art thou kind of shit.
Yeah.
I was drunk and I was drinking.
I think that was one of the lyrics. I was drunk and I was drinking.
Yeah. My woman, she on. Yeah, old like Delta blues, black guy. It's fucking great.
It's very good. It's very, very
a lot
good.
Of swing kind of shit.
Yeah.
I was expecting just like goofball songs.
Yeah.
But no, it's wicked good. Been listening to a lot of that. So whoever said that, thank you very much. There's a ton of shit. There's so much shit around here that I have no idea how I got, but I know it's you fucking assholes out there, and it makes me happy. God damn it. I'm free. I'm free as a bird. This is the Day 30 podcast, which means it's Day 31 for me, and we're just wrapping it all up here. I'm up there. Oh, I bet Stanhope is hammered. No, I'm not. No, I woke up. I had plenty of energy. I fucking hiked the dogs all over creation. We went into Sierra Vista, drove 30 miles so we could all bang Fry's grocery store for their 97-cent on sale sucker bait blackberries and blueberries.
And enjoy sushi.
And enjoy sushi and hit some thrift stores.
I wonder who in the US has the longest adequate sushi commute. Like where is you'd have to drive
the furthest you have the most remote location from sushi.
From sushi,
I'm sure it's I would have no idea.
Okay, I was curious.
I bet some bored cocksucker will sit there and spend days figuring this out.
It doesn't have to be good sushi. It can't just be like fucking like packaged sushi.
We talked about this, I'm sure, in Australia, but the lack of quality sushi was fucking.
Yeah.
And everything's on the coast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No sense. I don't know. But all right. I have no order. I have a shitload of notes. I have a bunch of things that I've learned during my 30 days in the tin can. And I think I've probably already gone over. I did my dog hates me. That's one thing I've realized in the 30 days of rehab.
Henry Phillips.
Yeah, I didn't have to go into rehab to know that. I know I do rehab way better than fucking Dr. Drew.
Uh-huh.
No deaths on my watch. No struggles. No drama.
Really? No drama.
A few times I got angry at things, inanimate objects, but I don't think I necessarily got much angrier than I normally do.
Oh, I guarantee you were not as angry as you normally are.
Yeah, but a lot of that anger just stems from waking up completely confused.
Yes.
And, fuck, what did I do last night? And who do I owe an apology to?
I can vouch for the fact that you're almost scarily easy to deal with when you're on the last 30 days. Because you don't have that random hair trigger of...
Oh, I do.
But the point is you're able to control it. That's the difference.
It's usually inanimate objects.
Right.
I'll take a swing at wind. It makes me crazy and it fucks up my stuff. And I'm like, fuck you.
Surely wind is the very definition of an animate object. Sorry.
Well, it's not even an object.
The move.
It's things I can't control.
Uh-huh.
Like wind that fucks with my stuff and changing my newspaper page when I don't want to change my newspaper page. I want to sit out here with the shirt off in the sun and read the goddamn sports section, and it's just blowing my fucking shit around and there's nothing to hit. Knowing there's somebody to kill. I've always said that. Just knowing the person responsible for this problem and you could go to his house and kill his kid in front of him just makes everything okay. Not that you do it, but knowing that you could do it. When it's something like wind or any bothersome fucking, I don't, you know what I'm saying. No, you don't. You're looking at me all fucking weird. So I don't know how to go. Like, what do we do? What's the next step after the 30? Now that the 30 days in the whole tin can rehab has worked flawlessly, how do we bring this to the masses? Or do we start renting out the tin can?
Well, you could do some sort of scheme involving the Shady Dell, where you could get groups of people involved.
And Dr. Drew him?
Or no, you're
like,
the Dr. Drew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd do the Dr. Drewing.
Yeah.
For their 30-day tin can rehab, but we do it at the Shady Dell,
Yeah.
so I don't have them fucking crawling all over.
No, that's the last thing you want, is them crawling around here.
Unless they join the cult. That's the other thing we really got to get going. And don't let me slack on this. Is the cult has to start. So slowly, just start moving into Bisbee. Not too close, but the Warren section of Bisbee is good. And get yourself a residency here. Because here's the thing, you get a fucking Hennigan's got an Arizona driver's license.
I do.
When you get a driver's license in Arizona, it's good till you're 63 or 65 years old. Mm-hmm. It's good for, my license expires in like 2031 or something. So yeah, it's really effective. And if you register your car here, then you, there's no like smog or anything like that.
Is there not?
No, fuck no.
Oh.
That truck, the pickup truck, it cost me, $96 total to register that. And that's only because that place, since it has a convenience fee of $25, so you don't have to drive to an actual DMV. Mm-hmm. So, and as well worth $25. And I got the Arizona Cardinals specialty plates, which is another extra $45. So it would have been like $30 to register a car. And there's no smog. That thing could be blowing all sorts of fucking DDT all over, killing flowers and children, poison. They don't give a fuck.
And you could, even if, again, I took obviously the Arizona driver's test here. It was astonishing.
And you only had to do that because you're a fucking Scotland.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like, you know what? I remember,
the general person would not have to take a driving test.
But even if they did, it's like you drive around this like playpen, and then I said, "Are we going outside?" And she went, "No, not really."
Oh yeah, that's right, because there's nothing around down there.
Yeah, they just drive you around this like toy town.
Yeah, where would you parallel park? There's not two cars to have to.
Yeah. So yeah.
So, get the fucking cult going, because, I'm a cult leader, but I'm not like hands on.
No.
It's going to be like a grassroots cult where I kind of, what happened, like when a president, well, all right, if you guys do the petition drive, then maybe I'll run.
Oh, I see.
You know those guys?
Yeah. You don't want to comment at this stage.
Was it a Ross Perot or
yeah,
is that
not a write-in, but yes.
Yeah, you guys go, you do all the legwork, and if you show, you get me on the ticket or however it works. That's what I'm doing. You get the fuck down here. I'll find you at Farmer's Market. Did you listen to all the podcasts? That's where you start. You're going to start selling shit at Farmer's Market. That's weird. And that's how I'll find you. I'm like, are you here for the cult?
Well, you'll be able to tell because
why are you selling Beanie Babies?
The shit that they're selling.
Yes. I don't know if you heard that one, but we were telling people to come down and just do 2 weeks. If people just change their booth every 2 weeks, because the farmer's market has been the same people selling the exact same shit every week. And there's only 15, 20 booths, and they're the same fucking thing. And a lot of them are multiples. All right. How many people can be selling scale, Red Russian kale and spinach?
Apparently all of them.
There's at least 3 and maybe 4. Farm fresh eggs. Okay. And they end up beside each other. So you feel like you're fucking one of them over. I try to switch up every week because you see the other kale guy going,
Where do they grow kale in Arizona?
I figure it's bushes, and there's bushes everywhere.
Really? I mean, kale, it seems, it's so leafy and green, I figure it's kind of water intensive. And therefore, you need to have somewhere that had a large water supply.
I don't know. Well, wherever you're coming from, if you're joining the cult, bring some shit from there we don't have here.
Yeah.
Which is, anything. So yeah, once you get your driver's license, then that's good for 30 years. You never have to get another fucking driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
And if you live somewhere else, you just say, well, yeah, I live in Arizona, but I'm visiting here.
And you're immediately a big shot in the town because it's kind of a small town. Mm-hmm. So you can just be a big shot immediately.
And once we have everyone fucking registered in Bisbee, then we can start rigging elections. I have to check the legality on this.
No, we've looked into it.
I think it was, the number was like 450 people voted in total.
Really?
Yeah. When it's like the city council and stuff.
So the Jason Lindstrom election, that type of thing.
Oh, you get a fucking nice sized cult and all of a sudden you're tipping elections.
Wow.
I'm the sheriff. You're the mayor.
But again,
all sorts of bingos on the city council.
Yeah. I remember that. But again, there must be some minimum level you need. Again, I'm sure a statistician could tell us this. Like, you wouldn't even need 450. You just need a certain amount of people who'd be enough to move the general population in a certain direction, if you see what I mean. You would only need 60 or 70 to dramatically influence everyone else.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, yeah.
It's, yeah. So you guys can get on that.
You can buy, how cheap are the houses here? Come on. They're cheap.
They could buy one of those, like if that schoolhouse was still available, for instance, you put a whole cult in there.
Yeah.
That track down on those 3 mobile homes that you would never know are mobile homes on Douglas Road.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If we could put a bunch of the fucking skids down at the shit right beside the current mayor's house.
Oh,
broken up.
Yeah.
We almost bought that once for the baseball players. It's down to like, I think it's at $35,000, but you could get it for probably $5,000 right now. It's all busted.
Not only
up.
that, again, you could come here and play on the baseball team.
Oh yeah, the cult.
Yeah,
the Killer Termites, the Bisbee Killer Termites, and another group of cult members. I don't know. If you play baseball, get a hold of me.
But that's the whole. Again, the Bisbee thing has been very important for the 30 days because nobody's showing up here out of the blue. You couldn't do 30 days in the hole in LA or fucking Boston or, I don't think. I think the fact you're in isolation down here.
Well, and I knew this for other people where you go, hey, just do what I did. Well, they don't have, they're not remote people generally.
Yes.
There's cigarettes facing them wherever they go. They probably work. Half of them probably sell cigarettes.
That's a good point. You're walking around here, you don't see cigarettes.
Right. So it's a lot easier for me to not ever leave the house, not work, not do anything.
Particularly when you get random gifts sent to you.
Exactly. I'm going to miss the fucking gifts. 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona. You know what? I'm going to miss the daily podcast too. I'm not going to miss having to do it, but I'm going to miss doing it because a lot of times I have fun. A lot of times I just don't have anything to fucking say and we're just pulling shit out of our ass. Kind of like today. But I do want to say a lot of thank yous because I feel goddamn good today. And, I don't know what we're going to do from here. I'm not getting hammered. I got some TV I want to watch. Going to finish my taxes. I'm going to clean up the house. I'm motivated to do things. That's why we're taping early.
Yes.
It's not as much fun as when we tape with a few cocktails in us, but, I am having a cocktail. And, what am I drinking for the last day? I'm back to basics. I'm back to my drink, which is plastic jug vodka with some club soda and a fresh squeezed splash of grapefruit. And it's been a while. It's nice to go back.
You've gone for a loop around the track. And now you're right.
It's going to be nice to catch up on the Better Call Saul. Hopefully, there's some impractical jokers out there. The funniest fucking show on television.
Got to catch up on the Jinx, even though again. By the way, Jinx? we know.
After the first one, I'm so involved. I'm not going to wait to find out. I'm right on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So I knew the story, but you can know the story.
Yeah.
I watched the first 2 before this started. I don't even know what else is out there that I'm missing. Bar Rescues I'm behind on.
Did you ever catch up on House of Cards?
I know, never saw House of Cards. I read it stunk somewhere, like really bad.
What, the second and the third?
Just some review, which who cares? But no, the third. Just the third where he said every character you get into has changed their face and they do everything that you wouldn't think they do and it stinks. And which is good because now my sights are set very low.
A lot of people have told me Ari Shafir's thing's very good.
Oh, I had no idea. He asked me to do that.
Yeah, I know. And it's very good.
And, I had no idea it was a TV show. I thought he was just doing a show.
No, it's interesting.
Or maybe I did know that. Maybe, I know he always wanted me to do, or is that Duncan Trussell that wanted me to do the graveyard?
Oh, I think that's Duncan Trussell.
Whatever it was.
That is Duncan Trussell.
Okay. But I know Ari Shafir called me about something, and whatever it was, it was too fucked up or too close to something else I had to do.
And it was also, I think, you were here. Again, you live in Bisbee, Arizona. It involved not being here, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
And Junior Stopka is going to be on Last Comic Stand. We talked about that yesterday. There's something else I've learned. I don't think I will ever do a podcast where I say something that I don't say. I think I already said this on another podcast. So I'm just going to keep saying stuff and hopefully stop saying, I think I already talked about this, but.
You do wonder because there must be, even in ordinary conversation, there are times you go, have I told you this already?
Here's the thing. I listen to Stern all the time. I got satellite radio and I listen to Stern all the time. And I don't remember what he said. And if I do remember he said it, it's probably, because he's had this guest before.
Yes.
Years ago. And maybe, David Spade, he's probably talked to him a few times about the stalker guy that he had as assistant. Is that Spade? Yeah, that's Spade.
I don't know that story.
Yeah. I'm just using that as an example. I listen and, if he repeats himself, I don't give a fuck.
Neither do I. Because, again, that actually gets to the heart because Stern's an enjoyable conversationalist to hear. That's certain.
Yeah, it's not like I'm telling the transvestite hooker story. Like, oh, fuck, this 8-minute chunk? Oh, God damn it.
That's funny.
I have, hey, this is my diet. Do you give a fuck? This is what I've been eating. Cause I should have weighed myself today, but I pretty much haven't lost any significant weight, but I'm within a pound, I'm sure.
You look a wee bit thinner.
I was like 157.6 when I started. And that was not weighing myself. Yeah, first thing in the morning after taking a shit before having a glass of water.
Okay.
Your lowest weight.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm around there. But for breakfast, one slice of Dave's Killer Bread, the green package, with egg whites, with spinach, green chili, black olive, and in the egg white with some feta cheese, and then you put that on one slice of turkey on the Killer Dave's bread. You got to get that the sambal olek. It's the fucking best. It's the same people that put out sriracha, I believe.
Really?
Sambal olek chili paste, and you spread that on with a little bit of light sour cream to take some of the kick out of it.
I like the idea of being at the forefront of something. I'd never heard of the Sambal Olek.
Sambal Olek. This whole fucking podcast is sponsored by Sambal Olek. It is one of the most unknown, just Google it. Sambal Olek. And it's got the fucking rooster there, the fucking chicken, just like the sriracha has, I believe. But it's the same distributor. It's got to be Hoi Fong Foods or something.
That's it, yeah.
Is it Hoi Fong?
That's not, I can't remember now.
Hoi Fu Fong Hu? I don't know. It's definitely the same people.
Okay.
And
that's a very healthy breakfast.
It's very hot. I also get some of that really hot from the Chinky store.
That could be a men's health breakfast.
Oh, it's brutally. I made it for Chaille, and even his girl ate it. That's the stuff. Sambal Olek.
The world's tastiest. No, that's sriracha. Okay, right. Sorry.
Hang on. People are writing this down. Stop confusing them.
Spell it.
SAMBALOLEK.
O-E.
What?
Let's
read it.
SAMBALOELEK.
OELEK.
Ground fresh chili is made of chilies with no other additives such as garlic or spices for a more simpler taste is their official description. It's way more simpler than most sauces.
It's Hoi Fong. Come on. That's fucking great English for Hoi Fong.
Oh, yeah.
So here you do. It's a cooking segment of this podcast. I listened to 29 of these, and I thought it needed a cooking segment, Doug Stanhope. I Facebooked you. How come you didn't respond? I don't want that.
It's more of a condiment section, but because we're focusing on the condiment.
Well, it's Dave's Killer Bread is the shit.
It is the shit.
I like wheat bread, but
it is the shit.
There's some things that you need white bread for, but most things, Dave's Killer Bread, it's chunky. It makes you feel like you're going to take a wicked good shit. So, yeah, Dave's Killer Bread and psyllium husk, massive shits. I've had a lot of response to the psyllium husk that we discussed a lot at the beginning of this podcast. Psyllium husk capsules, if you really want to shit hard, get the raw stuff and just scoop as much of that into a glass of orange juice till it feels like the bottom. It's like all pulp now. It feels like sawdust pulp, and gulp that down. But you have to drink a shitload of water after it, and you will poop fucking logs, foot longs. Unbelievable logs.
I get a lot of that on a vegan diet.
All right. Well, this is the healthiest I'm eating, is what I'm describing to the people.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should, and I'm not even close to vegan, but I'm not eating stuff out of a vending machine every day.
Yeah. You're
like
not.
the road. Yeah. So it feels like I have changed my life completely. Dave's Killer Bread. You smear it with sambal oelek, and then smear just a thin layer of light sour cream over that. Just takes a little bit of the edge off. Now you get a slice of turkey. Now you made your bed. Now you thin slice some tomatoes, put those down on top of the turkey. You don't want to put the tomatoes under the turkey because then it's going to make the bread soggy. You want to toast that fucking Killer Dave's bread good. Now you put on sliced green pepper, red pepper, and onion. Make a bed out of that. Then you put your egg white with the spinach chopped up and the black olives, green chili peppers. And you put that on with the feta cheese melted into it. And then you take a slice of turkey instead of a top slice of bread. You take the sliced turkey. That's why you got to get it sliced kind of thick enough to use it as a top piece of bread. And that'll save you about fucking 90 calories.
What we used to call an open sandwich.
Yeah, it's, you can eat it open.
Yeah. But
it just falls apart with all the fucking vegetables in there. It falls apart easy. So if you can squeeze it tight with the top piece of turkey, and there you go.
But what I like about that type of thing, and by the way, I think it'd be great if people send us their pictures of that sandwich.
Yeah, sure. Tweet them at us.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't use Twitter, and I'm sorry, but
it's the thing.
Fucking Facebook always confuses or irritates me, and I'm better off not doing that.
And a healthy diet and heavy drinking, they're not mutually exclusive. I remember I used to talk to you about why I used to eat what I ate because it allowed me to drink more.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't go, because you go on vegan or vegetarian kicks all the time, and it's just, all right, now I can fuck off in other areas.
Exactly. But
Hedberg used to have a joke about that. Wouldn't it be great if you could eat something good with something shitty and it would offset? I'm doing it horrible injustice, but you eat a potato chip and then the bouncer in your stomach says, "No, you can't come in." Well, no, he's with me. He says a carrot. Again, I'm destroying but that's the idea.
I like that.
And so that's breakfast. And that's a fucking fat sandwich if you make it right. And then for lunch smoothies, here's the smoothie I make. You put in 3 or 4 pieces of asparagus, half a beet, and spinach or kale. And what else? What's the other? Oh, carrot juice. Then you put carrot juice in it. And I said asparagus. And and then you put half an apple, half a banana. Frozen grapes are great. Frozen grapes, and then whatever kind of frozen berries are on sale. Today it was 97-cent fucking blackberries that we had to do 60 miles round trip to get, but we fucking hammered them. Limit 4. And I go, is that 4 per visit? Because I made Brian come all the way.
And bingo.
So we all got 4 of their sucker bait to get you in. Oh, you get them in with the 97-cent blackberries.
This is at Fry's.
At Fry's in Sierra Vista. And then they're going to buy other shit that they don't need that's overpriced. Not us. We're going to carpool down to Sierra Vista. And then they go, oh, that's 4 per visit. Okay. we'll be right back. We're going to make another visit. And we just went, bought 4 more each. And then we had something else that was on sale, pineapple and raspberry. Yeah. And she went right back to the same lady. And then she seemed unamused. I would have done it a third time just to have a good story for the podcast.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she didn't seem particularly amused.
Yeah, I was hungry for sushi.
I like when you can find these, like when you have the discipline to take the, how can you put it? To take the loss leading offer and fuck them by like saying, oh no, I'm only going to buy this. Because the whole idea being that people would come in to buy other shit would buy other shit.
Right. Same thing with like Golden Corral buffet. Okay. The whole thing is this much a pound, or Whole Foods with their salad bar.
Yeah.
You go, okay, there's something on here they're selling for less because you're getting a bunch of shit, and I just want to get that.
Yeah.
Just keep stocking up because you're going to lose fucking money. I'm going to fuck you.
Yeah. Like my favorite was that I had this credit card. I still have it, I think, for I think it's Banana Republic or something. I got some offer, and they would send you these mailers, and it'd say, we'll give you $15 of credit if you use the credit card in 4 non-Banana Republic brands or outlets. And what I worked out was, in LA, you can pay the very minimum for a parking meter, which is 25 cents, with your credit card. So I just walked down Fairfax one morning when the offer was on and paid 25 cents into a row of credit cards, and I got $10 credit at Banana Republic. Now, you might think that's a labor-intensive way to get a t-shirt, Brian, but I think I fucked the system.
You did.
Yeah.
There was something else on this subject where I said, if we hired a guy, like all those people that go, hey, if you ever need a guy to do like roadie work, you need a flunky. Yeah, I'll go for cheap.
Yeah.
You don't even have to pay me. Just put me up and pay for my meal there. If I were to hire someone, that would be a consideration. I'm not hiring anyone. But if there were a position I'd want someone to fill, is just someone to focus on the credit cards with the air miles. Okay,
yes.
Are we getting the best deal? Now, what about hotels? There's so many fucking hotels. Airlines are easy.
Yeah.
There's only 3 of them, basically. They're all grouped up.
Yeah.
There's more than 3, but one has the same miles as the other.
And by the way, people should know before they consider writing in, we do kind of know what we're talking about in this area. You and I book a fuck of a lot of travel, so we're kind of familiar with a lot of the deep stuff that other people aren't familiar with.
Brian, you're way better than me.
I do.
But I don't, I never get around to hotels, mostly because there's no fucking room in your wallet.
Yeah.
Like to keep that many cards. There's so many chains or groups. There's Starwood Preferred, and then there's whatever the Hyatt is. They have their own, and the Comfort Inns have another group of, and Holiday Inn Express Club.
I think they might be part of IHG, which is I've got their MasterCard. But yeah, the good thing about any of the credit cards for hotels is that, for most of them, like the IHG or the Marriott or Starwoods, you immediately get entry into their upper level membership.
That's why I'd want, that would be my flunky. That would be my Girl Friday would be, all right, this is what you do. Have I burned out all my bonus miles on that card and fucking cut it up? And which card can we get now that's going to give me, okay, after you spend the first $5,000, you're going to get 50,000, frequent flyer miles. And how many, okay, you got to get the one that goes towards status as well as the frequent flyer mile. And do you know all that shit? How about which one include, if I'm going to take this, should I use miles on this? Cause I'm going to fly him out. What's the best deal? Like someone who knows all, not just the travel shit.
There are some sites that help. Like the one here's the thing. There's this thing called Flyer Talk, and it's like going into something that's from the Cold War era, and people are explaining how to make a phone call to China from Uzbekistan. It's just too involved. And you basically have to learn all their jargon. So what I go to is what you might call aggregators of flyer talk. People who go into flyer talk and take the best of it and kind of filter it out.
Well, maybe that's where you'd find the flunky.
Oh, well, yeah, I use this thing called the points guy just to keep me abreast.
I have that guy on my.
There are other ones, but the point is, it's good because nothing feels better than fucking the system.
But the points guy, does he do hotels?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He covers hotel credit cards.
I've been on the site and I'm like, all right, there's no way to catch up from scratch.
Well, again, in defense of thepointsguy.com, he does have he doesn't take that much. You just go in and it says beginner's guide to Delta or things like that, like how to, find the best deals, what credit cards to get. Things. He's pretty good at it.
I use Expedia just because that's where my credit cards, I got my shit there.
Yes. Yeah.
And so, you can get better on Orbitz, but on Orbitz, can you open that bottle for him? On Orbitz, I'd have to fucking sit there and log in all my credit card information. Southwest Airlines, I go, not only do I hate traveling with them because they're it's so kind of great and kind of awful at the same time.
The only thing I like about Southwest is, again, on this trip down to Tucson, I knew that my end date was kind of flexible, and I just love that you can just cancel and rebook with the credit you've already paid, and it's immediate. I don't have to, that if you're going to be, there's a strong chance you're going to be changing your flight. Southwest is the best.
They're not that competitive. Like they used
they're
to
not.
be.
They're not.
They used to be the low fare.
No,
airline. They're not fucking low fare anymore.
But again,
in fact, you're higher a lot.
Yeah, but if you're going to be carrying a lot of shit, the fact you get 2 free bags.
True. The free bags does factor in, but I have status on 2 of the 3 major airlines. I wish fucking American/US Air wasn't so fucking awful.
Yeah, they are terrible.
They're so bad. And that would be the best fares out of here to most of the places that I'd want to go, internationally especially.
Yeah.
Like Gibraltar. I really want to go to Gibraltar just because it seems like a weird place. It's probably the only place in Europe I really kind of want to go because nobody knows about it. No one
over there, they do.
Well, no one over here. If you said, Rock of Gibraltar, that's the only thing.
It's a kind of big fucking issue in Europe, Gibraltar, because the Spanish basically say it's theirs.
Yeah, and the English own it, and it's just this peninsula.
Yeah.
But it's part of the UK, so.
Yeah. Famously, the SAS killed 4
You know they speak English.
Yeah.
And it's south enough that it would probably be decent weather.
Oh, yes, very much.
So, I want to go there. And the only thing I can find, and it's American, and there's nothing. I won't do it. I mean, I would do it, but I don't want to do it. I think that's one that American is the only U.S. airline that'll get you there. And now go, I'm not fucking burning. That would be 15,000 miles. And I'm not going to waste them on an airline I don't fucking use otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting I think, are we losing the people out there?
I don't know.
Hey, you and Smart Fuck Magazine guy. Hey, you high rollers. Hey, Diamond Elite.
Everyone.
Can you talk to the coach people for a while? Now that you're fucking all sober? I love calling myself sober because I am.
Yeah. By comparison.
In 30 days, there were 4 nights that I wasn't sober enough to drive. Even when I was 3 drink drunk, I was probably sober enough to drive. I was just giddy and silly. There's been a few nights. Well, since you've been here, the last couple were probably well over the limit. Not well over.
I know, it's just, I love the idea I'm a bad influence.
Last night, because I fucking took 2 Xanax, I'm like, all right, this is the last night. I took 2 Xanax. And that was the first night. I woke up this morning and I go in, Bingo's in the kitchen and I go into we're about to walk the dogs. I went to go grab carrots and I look at the Sabra hummus thing and it's smashed. And I go, what the fuck happened to the goddamn hummus? I'm about to blame her.
Uh-huh.
And she goes, you smashed it in half because you couldn't get the lid on. and you got angry and you karate chopped it straight down the middle and then picked up the flattened fucking half-empty hummus and stuck it in the fridge and went, there.
I think that's what you have to do to get a fucking yellow belt is karate chop hummus.
But I was satisfied. I go, well, as long as I was satisfied with the results.
Yeah.
I went, there. And I put it in the goddamn fridge.
But
I don't remember that because I took Xanax and I was... So that's as drunk as I've been. Do you have a drunk story?
No. I mean, I got interesting. I went to see Dave Chappelle the other week.
All right, this is not. Oh, that was right. That was a gin story you decided not to tell.
Yeah,
tell me the Dave thing.
Dave Chappelle
thing.
No, it was great because he announced this gig in LA, and by all accounts on the internet, it sold out in like 30 seconds. You know,
yeah,
and people were bitching all over the internet. I was there. 4 seconds passed and there was no tickets left. And so again, I'll be honest, it passed me by. I didn't even know about it was happening. Then I saw a friend of ours contacted me and said, "Hey, I got tickets for tonight." I was like, "Huh? Okay, sure, yeah, I'll come." So you turn up at the Dave Chappelle, and they're doing it at this venue downtown. The address is Sunset Boulevard, and you're thinking, oh, okay, it's beyond Echo Park. It's like way down in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Way east.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's in this fucking, dance club venue or something. So again, it's a standing venue. That's not an issue. But again, it's going to be a fucking packed venue. They had, and I'm not joking, one till working to process every single drink order. Ugh. And again, what's infuriating is the fact that you're basically saying, hey, we've got enough money. We don't need any more money. Why would we want more money? And then you've got we
don't care if you're enjoying yourself. You've got libation.
You had lines of 20, probably had 3 lines of 20 people with 3 bartenders all waiting for the same till. So that's what I'm with my friend John Travis, who's a lovely guy, and we get to the front and we place our order. And I've already said, listen, we're buying a double order for sure. And then what we do though is we kind of just step to one side and stay at the bar and just hang there. And the bartenders are confused by that, and they just keep serving us as if we're still at the front of the line. and both John and I are like, this is crazy. And then other people came behind us, but they didn't start a line. They just saw we were still getting served. So there's a girl and this guy separately came up and like, are you getting served here? And we went, yeah. And just because you've asked, we're going to include you in our little group now. And nobody in any of the other lines who are queuing did anything. They just saw us as people standing at the bar drinking and didn't think that's fucking odd and weird. Anyway, so we just stayed there. And again, the problem was I was now so intoxicated with just the idea of being at the front of the bar while everyone else is having to wait.
You're constantly next.
I was fucking hammered. But it was a phenomenal gig. What I forget is, Chappelle himself was, have you seen him?
I worked with him once in the Punchline in San Francisco.
Again, he's got that effortless thing that you have, I feel, but he's just throwing things out and he's talking in a way that is just enjoyable,
Well, he has that,
It was phenomenal.
He's one of those guys that talks and you're immediately into it. Joey Diaz. He's one of those guys that even if he's not saying something funny, he's saying it like.
And before that, Jeff Ross was out doing, again, one of the reasons they have this super tight security of if we see you taking out your mobile phone, you're throwing you out. Not even making
asking
you're leaving. Again, because Jeff Ross was trying out his jokes for the roast of Justin Bieber. I suspect that's why the security was there, because of that. Anyway, Jeff Ross was fantastic. His fucking jokes were amazing. And then there was what's his name? Tony, what's his name?
Well, tell us the jokes.
I can't.
I'm kidding.
All right. They and then there's, I forget his name, Tony from the Death Squad.
Hinchcliffe?
Yeah. Fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God, he was brilliant.
Wow.
Like
I can't wait to fucking get to LA and just watch comedy because it's been so long since I've actually sat around, and especially now that I'm not fucking smoking. Like, there's little things like that where you go, oh shit, there's like a whole other world open to me. Because the idea of sitting in a room with a cocktail, if I'm at a bar, I'm out every 15 minutes at least to smoke cigarettes.
So that's okay. That's the question.
Sorry.
No, but that's the question then. But do you feel that you're at that point though where it's taken? Like you could go to a comedy club and not be thinking about cigarettes?
Yes, definitely. I could definitely go anywhere you don't smoke. The problem is, would I smoke if I were in a place where you could? Nah, probably a little bit, probably right now. So yeah, I'll stay away from those places for now.
Yeah.
But I don't feel any compunction where I have to smoke, and I could sit and actually watch comedy, which is great. And so I'll have to get back to that Los Angeles soon.
The Los Angeles.
And I alluded to this. I don't know if I'd finish my sentence. After every podcast, I realize, fuck, I never finished my sentence. Some guy did notice that. Remember when the guy came here and I was all weirded out and paranoid, thinking the guy in the Ryder truck was here to fucking blow me up.
I remember that one.
I said because he knew the dog's name.
Oh.
And that sounded like that was weird to me. And then I never got back to the part where he didn't know the dog's name at all.
Oh.
He was just saying something dog. Like, yeah, good dog. Whatever he's saying, it sounded from inside, hiding behind the door with a fake gun. That's one thing I've learned in the 30-day rehab. You know what? Might as well just go ahead and get the real 9mm rather than one that looks exactly like a 9mm that shoots BBs cockeyed. If you're gonna need a gun, yeah, you don't need a one that's you don't need one that's just gonna get you killed for pulling it.
I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, that guy was never actually saying my dog's name. I was in my paranoid state hearing Ichabod, but he was, hey, nice dog or whatever.
Oh, I see.
A muffled sounded like Ichabod. Yeah, but that one guy that fucking, hey, plot error. Something like error. There's something wrong with the plot here. But I thought of that afterwards. Like I do every podcast. Fuck, I started that sentence, never finished it. Now I can't remember what sentence I never finished. Here, you talk while I look.
Again, I thought earlier on I gave you a segue to go into gifts, but then you kind of decided to skirt around.
I don't think. Do we have gifts? Bingo got something nice, but I don't get shit today.
Pennies. Oh, Band-Aids.
Someone sent Bingo a nice letter and with some turquoise Band-Aids for her skull, which is healed up, but is still nice. She'll fucking bang her head again. If she doesn't, I will. She'll have a chance to use the blue Band-Aids for her noggin. People love you, Bingo.
Mm, they do. They do. People are always asking about Bingo.
Chad Shank makes everything better. These are just some notes of things that I've learned in 30 days. Every time Chad Shank's on the podcast, it's better.
He does seem, he's got a great presence.
Yeah.
You know, and what is interesting is when you live in LA and you're surrounded by people who are all competing to get somewhere and none of them have whatever the fuck it is he's got. You know, it's like how is culture being shortchanged by the mass drive of ambition that propels people who don't have anything? Only
thing I'm at a place where I really like going back to LA, except for LAX, which is probably the worst airport I ever have to deal with. I fucking hate LAX. It's a piece of shit. But other than that, I like going to LA. I like going to the fucking Comedy Store. I like hitting the Improv.
Yeah.
I love hitting the Melrose and going to the vintage shops.
Nobody ever says to me ever, let's go to hang out at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, nobody. Well, I guess I'm sure they have their lot, but they're
it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, they're douches. Nor does anyone ever say, let's go to the Sky Bar.
What the fuck's that?
So, where it
Oh,
used
the
to
standard?
Mondrian.
Oh, the
Mondrian. It used to be
Oh,
the
right.
hot shit back
Oh,
when
yeah.
in the 90s it was the hot shit. Yeah, it's a douchebag club. The Laugh Factory, kind of a douchebag club. I don't know anyone other than I know Dane Cook. Like he kind of, and I'm not calling it a douchebag club because of Dane Cook, but he was the only guy I ever knew that was his like.
Well, he's got a
domain.
relationship, It's like if it's a place he's always liked.
There was no comic that was in our social circle, and that's a very extended and distended group. But there's no comics like I knew personally that were like, oh. You're at the Laugh Factory? That's weird because everyone else I know is either at the Improv or at Comedy Store or at some fucked up club in a Ramada Inn lounge on a Tuesday.
And also, crucially, the both the Comedy Store and the Improv, it's very easy to hang out and smoke.
Yeah. They both have a place you can hang,
Yeah.
a bar you can hang at, and not be in the show.
I don't know what. I mean,
Yeah, the Laugh Factory. No, you have to be you're either in the show or you're in the sidewalk.
yeah,
Comedy Store has a great bar out front. That's
Yeah.
such a great place.
It
to
is a
hang.
great place.
And the Improv has a great bar,
Yeah.
and you're not in the showroom.
and I think they're going to make. I think they're going to make more of that. That Improv, the outdoor area. I think they're going to actually improve it.
Yeah, I look forward to coming back. I do have some shit I have to be working on when I get back from my 2-week aftercare. I have 2 weeks of aftercare now that I'm out, which means me getting the fuck out of here and seeing some people and going some different places. And then April and May, I'm going to have some shit I got to work on. So I will actually be back in a pseudo 30 days in the hole for 5, 6, 7 weeks there,
Yeah.
working on some shit. So I will be podcasting more. That's what I was alluding to earlier. I don't know that it'll be daily, but yeah, I'm going to podcast a lot more because I really enjoy it, and it makes me take down notes and it makes me focus. And I'm glad for those of you who are enjoying it. Chaille says the numbers are definitely up, and yeah, I'll put more effort into it. I'll play you more weird songs. I'll even listen to some of your songs. Someone sent me this. Fucking, I almost never listen to your things that you send me, but I did listen to the Friends of shit. Yeah, I know you're screaming at your radio. Get it? Something fucking God damn it, Dean Martinez. Friends of Dean Martinez.
Okay.
And he does this like really dark kind of jazz without lyrics, and it's
That sounds
cool.
interesting.
Someone, the guy we pounded on, Perry Adams, I think his name is. I can't even remember why we were fucking with you that day, but you sent me. I asked people to send classical music, like just anything I can buy in bulk that is just non-invasive background music. And Perry Adams just fired away. This is a classical thing I bought. It's 50 of the best classical songs ever. And I'm like, yeah, Flight of the Valkyries and Beethoven's Fifth. They're not really what I'd call non-invasive mood music.
No.
Da, 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 ba, ba, da, ba, ba.
But you don't. But do you never? Have you never liked electronic music?
No, I don't. I was gonna let you listen to that thing. Someone sent me this thing, and I like, why would you send this to me? And I don't have it, and it has it does have a title if you can find it. It's written like I can't that. It's written that small, and it's 3 letters. The name of the band is like 5 letters long tops, and it's written that big on an album cover on the CD. The CD is just nothing. It's like a close up of nothing.
Right.
Just like, how much did you want this album to look like nothing at all?
So
Imagine stained glass. If you took a picture of stained glass as close as you could hold it to your face, and not really that stained.
That's an interesting analogy.
And that's the front and back with nothing other than at one point the smallest lettering you could read with the naked eye has the band's name, and it's 5 letters long.
And it's electronic music.
It's shit you would hear in kind of a hip hotel lounge.
Oh.
And it's like electronica, but real soft. But if it, that place that we stayed in New York, like that kind of
The Bentley.
That
Oh, yeah.
It would be that kind of hipster American Psycho.
All right.
If
Okay.
it were made today, kind of music.
Okay. Right. Okay.
But I kind of liked it.
Okay.
But, yeah, I want classical. So yeah. Hey, thank you for 30 days in the hole. What else do we have? Should we? You talk, and I'll look at notes.
Okay. There was something I was going to mention to you. Ow, motherfucker.
Ooh, you almost spilled it on your laptop.
I know, and that's Hanger vodka from
Hanger vodka
from California.
I do like the Hanger one, and what was the other one they sent us? That was nice, and I like the bottle. It was the Finland vodka.
Finland vodka.
God damn it!
I don't remember.
42 below.
Oh yes, that's quite a decent bottle to look at. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Something we used to talk about in the drinks industry was that thing about heft. How does a bottle feel in your hand? And it's amazingly important. My favorite recent bottle that I've bought is, and I forget what I don't think it's got a brand. It's just Iceland vodka. And the weight of that bottle in your hand is just magnificent. It's nothing exceptional.
Do you know the name?
I think it's just Iceland vodka. I've forgotten it now, but I actually bought it. I actually was in Ralph's and it was like, holy fuck, it's a perfectly simple bottle. And you pick it up and it's one of those bottles you just want to hold. It gives you a pleasure just holding it. And again, you can say Scandinavian design. People might quibble that Iceland's in Scandinavia. I'd argue the point. But,
you know what? Because I've been eating the Iceland, the fish eggs, the lump fish caviar, and the capelin. I know the capelin, black caviar is from Iceland. I think that, I would buy anything. Like, if I could get it in town, I should have looked at a brand name. Cause honestly, fish eggs, lumpfish caviar has been with me throughout this entire, I've gone through at least 30 jars, I think, of 2-ounce jars of lumpfish caviar. I'm eating like a jar and a half a day. I'm going
to assume it's fairly healthy.
It's, we looked at the amount of fat, carbs, just nothing. I think it was, what was it, for calories for a 2-ounce jar, which is a whole jar, 4 servings, total is 60 calories.
Exactly.
The only problem is it's 104% of your daily sodium. That's why you eat it. It's salty as fuck. And you're like, And I get those little thin crackers from Safeway, which you eat 20 of them equals the same as one, 20 is the same as one serving of Carr's table crackers and hummus. It's good for you.
Yeah. By the way, it's Reka, like the start
like Reykjavik.
Like Reykjavik, Reyka, Icelandic vodka. The bottle is the dog's bollocks. It's the mutt's nuts. It's the cat's pajamas. It's everything you'd want a bottle to be. And I know because I used to be marketing controller of Macallan Malt Whiskey.
Yeah, I'm looking over your shoulder at your iPad, and I don't dig the bottle that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the Hanger one, and I like the 42 below.
That's why you're not.
I like they're simple, they're clear. I do like the fucking Deep Eddy. Can't find the Deep Eddy out here. Send me a case. I'll be all over you. I'll be a Deep Eddy man.
You know what's something I find very offensive when I was in one of your local liquor stores? This contrivance of moonshine that is basically manufactured by companies. It's like, that is not what moonshine is.
Yeah, that happened right around. We first had that moonshine brought to us at the show in Atlanta at that theater that's now closed, and we started passing it around, and it went that whole show went chaos, and people are chugging it, and it's in like in a cartoon gallon bottle from a.
I've always remember that description of that show with the moonshine.
Oh my god!
But when you see moonshine on store shelves now and it's labeled moonshine, it's like, no, that's the opposite of moonshine.
People throwing themselves out because you suggest it.
Yeah.
And they don't argue with you. Like, I think I gotta go. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so coming up for the rest of the year, obviously we're coming to Canada. Hey, this is one of these things that bothers me, and Brian and I argue about it all the time, but the brown paper tickets have sold out. We have a small allotment for Toronto. And so we get as many as they'll let us sell via brown paper tickets.
We've sold them.
And then they're gone. And then you have to go through, and then you get fucked by the ticketing fee through their people. So ours are gone, and then I get tweets going, oh shit, you're sold out in Toronto. No, just the brown paper tickets are.
And we changed all the links. There's no way they're...
Okay. Yeah. However it works, I don't know. But I don't want people thinking that's sold out yet. It will be. So get them.
Yeah.
But get them through them and get fucked on that ticket thing.
Yeah. And
we try to avoid it. Believe me, it's not like I don't try every fucking angle, but sometimes you get fucked.
Yeah, if the alternative is a 900-seat standing room with fucking...
Get the fuck out from under my goddamn feet. There's plenty of places. Why do you have to sit where I'm going to step on your leg? You.
No.
Brian, did you see that one, the email today about playing somewhere in Eastern Europe?
Yeah, no, I saw two. There's two that I saw today. I saw one of, I can't remember, was it Bulgaria or Sofia?
That was the one. You know how I know this? Somehow my phone is set up. I have so many fucking things on this new stupid fucking phone. I can't wait. Next time we go to Sierra Vista, I'm going to stop and I'm going to fucking go to the AT&T store and I'm like, you fix this shit. I got some download that now when I hit the button that's supposed to take me to my home screen.
Yeah.
Now it opens up hey, Google, speak to Google. No, I want my home screen and there's no way to get it. You have to turn your phone off to fucking get back to it.
Oh. No, there was I forget, it was somebody from Sofia or Bulgaria, which I think is the same thing. Then
that's what I wanted to finish. I get Facebook, Facebook tells me, oh, so-and-so has contacted you. First of all, I don't read Facebook and I want to yell at my phone. I don't fucking read Facebook. How do you get this off? But you can read the beginning of it. And this, it was the Bulgaria guy. I'm a comic in Bulgaria and I would like to, Bulgaria sounds funny to fucking play.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't check Facebook and you don't read on my Facebook.
But he has contacted us through the other legitimate source.
Good.
So, and another one was from Tel Aviv, which I'm sure you'd be...
No fucking way. No, fuck you. Fuck you. I would play a concentration camp before I'd actually go into the fucking heart of the beast and encourage you to live in that fucking filth hole. Beat it, Joes. Get out of there. How dare you? You're supposed to be the smart ones in this, right? You fucking bagel fiends. You're the fucking bright ones. You're the ones with brains. Move the fuck out of there.
Well, they're not going to move out, Doug.
Well, yes, they will.
No, they won't.
They will if I say so on the podcast. I'm a fucking cult leader. What do? You manage one comic?
Yeah.
You have a stable of one?
Yeah, but I also read Smart and Fuck magazine, and I can guarantee that Israel problem.
I have Derek. I can count him as a cult member right now. I have Just Jen. She's a cult member. Sweats through her fucking shirts in winter.
This is this is like the beginning of Kickstart, but without a happy ending. No, sorry, Kick-Ass.
I can't remember what movies or what. Did I cut you off in your point?
No. I just I think Tel Aviv would be fun.
No, I don't think anywhere in the Middle East would be fun at all. For any reason.
I wasn't gonna go with you, but
I think you can meet me somewhere.
That'd be funny.
I want to go to Cape Verde, but I don't know anything about it.
That would be an idea for all the Doug Stanhope fans in Israel. We'll play a gig somewhere they can get a ferry to.
Well, you'd have to. That's off the coast of West Africa, so you'd have to travel through the.
No, they could go out into the fucking Med.
You travel the Sahara. You go through Timbuktu, Mali.
Yeah, we could get a gig in Cyprus.
Plenty of fun there. Then you dance your way through fucking Sierra Leone with all your plastic gloves on and your breather. You get through wherever where all the Ebola states, and then you take a boat ferry to Cape Verde. I don't remember the town names, but it's SID is the major airport.
Yes.
So flying to SID, I don't know. I can't find anything out about Cape Verde, but islands off of Africa. That sounds great.
I think, is it not a Portuguese colony?
The only American flight that goes there goes.
Is that one of the places people that was involved in rendition? Like
Portuguese, yeah, definitely. They speak Portuguese.
Yeah, well, my point being, was that one of those places? Like, was that a CIA black site? I think it might have been.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go free the slaves of the CIA. What do you call them?
What else do you have to get through?
I have nothing. We're ready to close.
Oh, are we? Right. Okay.
I want to hear your fucking. I'm going to tell you my favorite songs that I know you guys. We're going to close strong, but
we're sorry. Did we stop? Do songs come before word of the day?
Oh, word of the day. The word of the day. We have no sponsor for the word of the day. Wait, who did I say the big sponsor is for the entire podcast? Fish eggs?
No, it was.
Who was it?
It was the fucking sauce. This chili sauce.
Oh yeah, sambal olek and fish eggs of any kind of lumpfish caviar.
Generic.
The black lumpfish caviar I like better than the red, even though it's the same thing. Just that food coloring tastes better to me. Yeah. See, I panicked at first, like giving out my songs. I know I'm going to get shit, so I panicked and I hit him hard right off the bat in podcast 1. Saul Williams, List of Demands.
That was a great song.
It's a fucking badass song. But
how do you know that one?
I'll tell you how I know that, as well as Mansion on the Hill by Alabama 3 is. I
know what that is.
It's from, and there's other great songs on that soundtrack. It was a documentary about the gang leader in Manchester.
Oh yeah,
I remember. It has a twist. Yeah. I don't even want to say it in case you guys look it up out there. It's a very something extraordinary gangster or a gentleman gangster. Some fucking. It's a legendary gangster in Manchester documentary. You Google that, you'll find it.
But most people know Alabama 3 because they did the Sopranos
theme.
Yeah. They're from Brixton in London.
All right, they're fucking great songs, and both of those songs I found on that. But my favorite, like just for fucking ass kicking, pre-show playlist on an iPod. Yeah, fucking Hot Chocolate. Everyone's a winner.
Yeah.
See, if Chaille could just plug the piece of that in right now, but he can't. Chaille's out selling fucking plastic spiders for haunted houses. And so you're going to have to Google, if you haven't heard it already, Everyone's a Winner. And so, yeah, tell me your favorite. Hey, Flirting with Disaster by Molly Hatchet. Maybe not your favorite, but I'm glad I got it in the 30 days because the drummer, and that song is fucking drums make that song. The drums carry the song Flirting with Disaster. And their drummer just died 2 days ago. So, yeah, I'm glad I included that. Canned Heat Blues, no one's going to vote for that. Mike O'Connell, but that's a hilarious, cool song. So, here's this song that's going to close it all out unless you had anything else. Oh, wait, the word of the day.
Oh, you're the word of the day.
Oh, make them wait for that fucking song.
Word of the day?
Word of the day, and I just came up with this in the car coming back from...
You came up with the word of the day?
Well, no, yeah, we were pitching.
Yes,
like, all right, how about what we just throw out our favorite words?
Yeah.
Yours, bingo's already, was yesterday, penultimate, and we used it. And I just threw out, I always love, sacrosanct is one of them. I use that in my act all the time. The one that you told me, Smart Fuck Magazine. Remember, you go, did you know that this
serendipitous.
Serendipitous.
Right.
Serendipitous does not mean luck. Serendipitous means a happy accident while trying to figure out something else. Like,
well, you're on the right road. And if you hadn't been on that road, you wouldn't have had the accident.
Yeah, you're trying to cure cancer, and you figured out how to make LSD.
Yeah. Of course, you realize that a lot of people have been very confused there because your imitation of me is so precise. They'd have thought that's the same person speaking.
Exactly.
It's bizarre.
In fact, they like me.
Well,
They like me doing you better than you.
Oh, I
They
agree.
go, it sounds so much more.
Lovable.
And
They also like me, Amy Bingo Bingaman.
Oh, Bingo,
They
get off the
enjoy-
mic. Get off the mic,
They
Bingo.
enjoy my voice. Sometimes I just gnaw my fingernails and I eat it down to where my elbow's resting in a big cream cheesecake.
My favorite word, in case anyone was interested, was mellifluous.
and that means
Kind of melodic and sing-songy, possibly, but something that sounds musical when you're talking.
mellifluous to me sounds like someone shady or shifty.
You
He's
said
very
that.
mellifluous.
Oh, don't trust him. He's mellifluous.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah, but and if you didn't like music, that'd be a good thing to say.
And you said this word that I threw out as one of
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah,
words,
yeah.
and then I said, "But we have to make sure it's part of Roget's Thesaurus,
Mm-hmm.
Words for Intellectuals." That book, get that for your friends.
Yeah, do.
You're only your intellectual friends. You find this fucking book in a retard's house. You give your stupid idiot friend the Roget's Thesaurus of Words for Intellectuals. Roget and his people will find you. And they'll fucking yank your friend out by his giant oversized ear and go, "Is this what you call an intellectual? I'm Roget! I want... You don't give my books to morons, sir." Roget, send me my check. Okay, yeah, this is lugubrious. That's the fucking word of the day. Lugubrious.
Lugubrious.
I've been saying it without knowing what it meant a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
Lugubrious.
What does it mean?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look it back up. But you said it's like it sounds. It's mournful in the extreme. I liked your definition better when you just knew it.
Yeah.
But the Roget says, mournful in the extreme, and the sentence they use it in, you may consider Stephen's poems dark, but to me, they're simply lugubrious.
I think a good example of lugubrious would be the opening music that's used in The Shining when the car is driving up the side of the fucking lake, and it's Wendy Carlos's rendition of fucking The Funeral March by whatever, and it's lugubrious. It's just like unremittingly dark.
That's one time nobody listening is screaming at their radio to correct you. Well, it's the music that's going as they're going up the thing. It's Wendy Curtis's thing. It's a march of the funeral, and no one's going, "It's a thing!" No, they're going, "Who fucking cares?"
Anyway.
Anyway, hey, here's the closing song that is lugubrious for the entire 30 days. Yell out your favorite, but make sure you hear them all. And this is a lugubrious song. How else could you close or begin or do a 30-day tin can rehab, 30 days in the hole, without having Warren Zevon, "My shit's fucked up"? Enjoy and thank you.
Well, I went to the doctor. I said, "I'm feeling kind of rough. Let me break it to you, son. Your shit's fucked up." I said, "My shit's fucked up." "Well, I don't see how." He said, "The shit that used to work won't work now." I had a dream, ah shucks, oh well. Now it's all fucked up, it's shot to hell. Yeah, my shit's fucked up. It has to happen to the best of us. The rich folks suffer like the rest of us. It'll happen to you. amazing grace sort of passed you by. You wake up every day and you start to cry. You wanna die, but you just can't quit. Let me break it on down. It's the fucked up shit. Yeah, my shit's fucked up.